Welcome to Harbor to Happy Hour.
Here we are at Catalina Island waiting for the tender number to be called so we can get off the boat. We are headed to Wrigley Memorial and Botanical Gardens and the Catalina Casino.
This morning we just got on the tender boat to take us over to Catalina. We're up early. The thing is that we should have thought about is we should have got our tickets. We're going to lose about a half day, not a half day, maybe
a couple
hours today. But we're going to get out and get it all filmed. So stick with us and see the sights of Catalina.
In 1891, the Banning brothers began developing Avalon as a resort town, building hotels and infrastructure. After a devastating fire in 1915, they sold the island in 1919 to William Wrigley, Jr., the chewing gum magnate. Wrigley transformed Catalina into a playground for all, building the Catalina Casino, Hotel Atwater, and bringing the Chicago Cubs for spring training. Go Cubs! It became a hotspot for Hollywood stars and film shoots. Over 500 productions have used Catalina as a backdrop. It also served as a military training base during World War II. In the 1970s, the Wrigley family deeded 88% of the island to the Catalina Island Conservancy, preserving its wild interior and biodiversity. Today, Catalina blends its storied past with ecotourism, outdoor adventure, and seaside charm.
Hi, so you got to move around and adapt as you go. So today, as I mentioned earlier in the video, we had to get off a little late, so we only had a few hours, and then we left one of the phones and a camera back. She didn't need to do that, but we had to go back on the tender, back to the shore, and so we rented a golf cart. So I think you're going to get a little bit more video of the island, so stay with us. So you get lemons, make lemonade, right? So we were never going to take this scenic route, but by renting a cart, this is the view we got today. What a great view.
As we were walking to the Wrigley Memorial and Botanic Garden, we did see wildlife, walked right by a deer. The Wrigley Memorial on Catalina Island was built in 1933-34 to honor William Wrigley, Jr. He transformed the island into a world-class destination. Wrigley Jr. purchased a controlling interest in Catalina Island in 1919, investing heavily in its development, hotels, utilities, attractions, and the iconic Catalina Casino. After his death in 1932, his wife Ada Wrigley commissioned a memorial to celebrate his legacy and love for the island. The memorial was designed by the Chicago firm Bennett, Parsons, and Frost. It was built between 1933 and 34. It stands 130 feet tall, was constructed using local Catalina materials, Pebbly Beach Quarry rock, blue flagstone from Little Harbor, handmade tiles from Catalina Pottery Company. The only non-local material was the marble from Georgia. In 1935, Ada Wrigley expanded the site by founding the Botanic Garden, emphasizing California island endemic plants, species found only on the Channel Islands. The garden now spans 38 acres. This site blends architectural beauty with ecological preservation, making it a tribute not just to Wrigley's legacy, but also to Catalina's unique natural heritage.
So you can tell the garden's in the fall foliage. Last time we were here is 20 years ago with our kids, and it was beautiful. It was a spring day, lots of colors. We walked up to the top of the memorial. I'll see if I can find a picture or two of that.
The water's dried.
The water's dry right now.
We visited the Catalina Chimes Tower, This is the view. It was built in 1925. The Chimes Tower was commissioned by Wrigley Jr. as a gift to the town of Avalon. It was designed in the Spanish Revival style, perched on a hill above the town, offering sweeping views of Avalon Bay. The tower houses a set of Westminster chimes, which originally rang every 15 minutes to mark the time and serenade the town with music. The chimes were imported from Los Angeles and installed in a structure made of Catalina stone, echoing Wrigley's commitment to using local materials. Over the decades, the tower fell into disrepair, but thanks to the Catalina Chimes Tower Foundation, it has undergone significant restoration. In fact, while we were visiting, the chime tower was being repainted and we could not go inside. The foundation, formed in the early 2000s, raised funds to restore the tower's structure, chimes, and landscaping. Today, the chimes still ring daily, preserving a nearly century-old tradition.
So here at Pier 24, great location. Gotta love the portraits on the outside. For those casino friends of mine, you'll really like that. And little ice cream place down at the other end. A lot of nautical stuff inside. Great old shot. Great open bar. Excellent outside seating. You'll love the outside seating. Great bar. We're a little late in the afternoon, so people are just getting going. But there's the kitchen area. And it flows right out here into the outdoor seating. You see the ship in the background. Great outside seating.
Here's what makes Pier 24 stand out. Its colorful history. It's named after the original steamer pier, which welcomed passengers from the SS Avalon and SS Catalina starting in 1924. The restaurant's decor includes vintage photos and whimsical nods to the golden age of cross-channel travel when bands played on board and locals greeted visitors with coin dives.
Stone Buenaventura with the casino in the background at Pier 24.
Pier 24 offers a wide range of salads, fresh seafood, specialty pizzas, burgers, paninis, and pasta. Signature cocktails, craft beers, and wines round out the drink menu. We had a picture of the calamari after we had already eaten half of it because we were hungry and forgot to take a picture when it arrived. Situated at 230 Crescent Avenue, right on the waterfront with views of Avalon Bay and the Catalina Casino. Pier 24 features 2 patios and large picture windows for breezy, scenic dining.
Our bill came up to $53, basically $43 plus a tip of $10 for 2 beers and a great view with some calamari. Great place, highly recommended.
It was a 15-minute walk from Pier 24 to the Descanso Beach Club, Catalina's premier seaside escape, blending luxury, relaxation, and adventure, just steps from Avalon's historic casino. What makes it special is its location and the atmosphere. It is nestled in Descanso Canyon, just past the iconic Catalina Casino. It offers private beach access, calm waters ideal for swimming, snorkeling, kayaking, and paddleboarding. It features a 2-tiered beach layout with panoramic ocean views. It is home to Avalon's only beachside restaurant and bar. It serves signature appetizers, regional favorites, and classic Catalina cocktails. Facilities include restrooms, outdoor showers, and changing areas.
And this is the bar right at the entry where we sat down and had a drink. I had a longboard and Tammy had a Stella. You can see the ship in the background. Great location, great vibe. Recommend it highly.
Catalina Brewhouse is the only microbrewery on Catalina Island. It crafts small batch beers that reflect the island's unique character and natural resources. The Catalina Brewhouse was founded to bring locally brewed beer to Avalon, making it the first and only brewery on Catalina Island. It operates as a nano brewery, producing 1 to 2 barrels per week, which equates to roughly 250 pints per batch. The brewing process is deeply tied to the island's environment. The water, desalinated seawater, is used in brewing, and barrels are cooled with seawater. Ingredients like black sage, prickly pear, and spruce tips are foraged locally for seasonal brews. It also has a dual identity. It is a coffee house in the morning. It opens daily at 7 a.m., serving house-made pastries, breakfast items, and specialty coffees. The signature brews are Garablande Blonde, Rabid Fox Amber, Island Hop IPA, Lover's Cove Wheat, Dancing Goat Harbor Porter, Buffalo Milk Stout. Each beer is crafted to evoke the flavors and spirit of Catalina Island.
Catalina Island Brew House having a Dust Bowl taco truck. Cheers. Very good. Last stop of the day. You can see the ship in the background.
By afternoon, it transitions into a brew pub offering island-inspired beers and light bites with a view of Avalon Harbor. It is a perfect spot for a relaxed pint and a wonderful view.
This is a fun shot as we wait in line to get on the tender boat to go back. I asked Tammy how many times had she been on this boat today, and she stuck her tongue out and grabbed my hat. As we got on, I made sure I took a picture of her to make sure she knew exactly how many times she had been on this boat today.
Hi. So today at Catalina, we started off a little rough. First thing was I was sitting up in the lounge having coffee, not thinking a thing about getting a tender ticket, and we ended up being number 22 to get off the ship. So lesson learned: go down and get your doggone tender ticket. It's been so long since we've tendered to shore without a bunch of tenders, and here at Catalina, you need to definitely have a tender ticket. So we got our ticket, got off. And then we had another little problem. We ran into a phone.
Little hiccup.
We had a phone. We used
on the boat.
We used it as a camera too. So with that, we had to run back. So we didn't get started until about 12:30. So it changed our day. Our day we ended up renting a golf cart, and it ended up being a fabulous day. It's actually
great thing to rent the golf cart.
Yeah, I would
cover so much more.
Yeah. 20 years ago, I think, is when we did that with our kids. We actually had a golf cart, saw some of the same things. And so we'll try to include some of those pictures if we can find them of our kids when they were little here in Catalina. But a great day. I meant two, not epic fails, just fails that started off our day and we kind of got through them. And at the end of the day, we had a great day. So thanks for following, like and subscribe. Harbor to Happy Hour. Cheers.
So we went back and looked, and we could not find pictures of the kids. But if we do, we'll come back and edit this. But it'd be cute of them when they were little and we did this journey together. Please like and subscribe. We're sponsored by none of the places we stopped at today, just places that we really enjoyed on our trip. Thank you for joining us on our journey.